It'll be like that. In this video, we're gonna show you the top 13 exercises that you can do to increase your footwork speed to become even more explosive, powerful, and faster. And we're gonna be doing all of this on the ladders. If you don't have a ladder, all good, just do it without a ladder. But why don't you have ladders? So the first drill that we're going to do is just a little bit of a warm-up drill to sync all of our feet up as we get on the court. We're gonna jump 1 forward, 1 back, and then 2 forward, 1 back, 2 forward, 1 back. When we're doing this, we really want to make sure that we're having equal pressure on both of our feet. I know when you guys are jumping, one thing you might be doing is uneven jumps. You want to make sure together, everything is together all the time so that you're activating all of your leg muscles. You'll see that even for a basic warm-up drill like this, you have to do it properly or you're not doing it correctly. All of these drills, doesn't matter how much you practice if you're not doing the drill correctly. Now, building on the stability and control of our first movement, we're gonna do the same thing, but instead of 2 forward and 1 back, we're gonna do jump 2 over and 2 back. So 2 over and then 2 back. 2 over, 2 back. Focusing on the same things as the last drill with control and precision and stability and a center mass of momentum. Now, after these 2 drills, our body should be quite activated. It's time to build a little bit of speed into our footwork drills. So our third footwork drill, as we're building up speed, is going to look like this. The 2 drills earlier, what we were focusing on is having stability using our larger muscle groups. But as we're building in speed, we're gonna have to start using our smaller muscle groups, including our ankles and our balls of feet, to move faster. Our fourth footwork drill is going to put together what we previously did, but work on the asynchronous movements of our feet. So previously, while we were doing this in and out motion, our feet were moving together. This time, we're going to try to have our feet move separately to have them coordinate as we're moving on the court. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to go out, out, in, out, out, in. So a little bit faster, look like this. We want precision, speed, and balance. Beautiful, that one was perfect. Our fifth footwork, now that we've gotten comfortable with syncing up our movements and keeping our balance, we're gonna challenge our balance a little bit more. Because when we're playing badminton, balance is very crucial as that affects how we push off in our movement. So this one, what we wanna do with our footwork is we're gonna put our feet together, jump at the same time, go outside, inside, outside, forward. Inside, outside, forward. Inside, outside, forward, inside, outside, forward. Now for this, because there is a lot of movement, it's gonna be very easy for the upper body to start swaying. What you wanna do is make sure your upper body is always in the center of mass as you're jumping left and right. So your feet are moving, but your upper body is always staying in the same position. Now that we have a lot of our forward moving footwork down, we need to start working on some of our backwards footwork movements. So this, while it's going to be a slower movement, is really going to help us pushing off, especially when we want to attack. We need to push off and jump. Now this is going to require a little bit more precision because what you want to do for this is as you're jumping back, you got to jump back 2 blocks and land inside and then jump back 1. Jump back 2 blocks, land inside and then jump back 1. When you're doing this, you can do it a little bit slower, but for you to land consistently inside the boxes, because they are evenly spread out, you need to make sure that your muscle control is very stable right before you jump. And this is crucial when you're playing badminton, because when you're coming up with attack, you want to make sure you coming off the ground is always stable before you hit your shots. Land lower. When you land, imagine you're squatting down. So our 7th footwork drill, we're gonna kick it up a notch in terms of difficulty. And this is gonna work on our asynchronous movements, again, of our feet. For this drill, what we're gonna do is we're always gonna be jumping in a weird way, from outside in on the opposite leg. So starting on our right leg, we're gonna jump outside. So outside to here, into the middle, and then we're going to switch to our other leg on the outside, okay? So we are always jumping outwards and never inwards. So when you do this faster, it should be more even. What this drill is pretty much just a crossover drill to work on your rotational speed. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. Good try. And then of course, we do the other side. You'll see that Paul, even though he's a pretty decent player, and of course, if I did this, I would struggle myself. This is a drill that's very useful and a lot of people don't practice because usually, unless you're professional, the drills that you're practicing is all drills where you're super in position and comfortable, but you're never practicing drills where you're out of position and need to recover. So this is one of those essential drills that you definitely need to work on. Now, increasing difficulty even more for our 8th drill, we're gonna combine speed and power jump. So for this, what we're gonna do is starting in our first block, we're gonna do a 360 jump one way. So I'll go left first into our next block. So once we 360 here, we're gonna do an out, in, out, in. So that's combining our power jump and our speed right after a power jump. Each time you jump, do a 360 to the other side so you don't get dizzy. So 360 and then out, in, 360 and then out, in, out, in. That one's a hard one. So our 9th drill is gonna combine lower body movements with upper body coordination. So this footwork, we're gonna combine our lower fast feet with the coordination of our upper body, because when we're playing badminton, we're not just moving our feet, we're also moving our upper body. So what we're gonna be doing for the footwork without the ball is going to be outside, outside, inside, inside, outside, outside, inside, inside. Now, what your partner is gonna be doing, I'm gonna be throwing this at the person who is working, and as they're doing it, they have to react and catch it and then throw it back as they're going. So as he's further, he has to throw more energy to throw the ball back, making him more off balance, and as he gets closer and closer, he should become more and more stable. Our last drill and most essential drill is going to play into our fear and survival instincts. Well, imagine, what's the best way for us to have fastest footwork in any reality? That's when people are shooting bullets and guns at our feet, right? Imagine, we gotta dodge all the bullets. But what we're gonna do is instead, we're gonna use shuttlecocks and I'm gonna fire them at Paul's feet. So what Paul is gonna be doing as I'm firing is he's just gonna be doing this small steps slowly forward. As soon as he sees I'm gonna fire, he's able to dodge in any direction that he sees. Go. So that was the 10 explosive footwork drills that you need. If you want to see the last 3, then make sure to comment down below that there was no 3 in this video and it was a scam. It was a scam? No. Wait. And subscribe and like, and then we'll make it for next time. Maybe.